Today I'm going to review the CIGMAN CT-800Y Rangefinder. It costs less than £70, but is it any good? Hi, I'm Paul, and this is The Golf Show. A couple of months ago, the people at CIGMAN reached out to me and said, did I want to review their new rangefinder? I said, yes, of course. They've sent it me free of charge. Now, I did say to them, the Golf Show is 100% independent. We're not paid or endorsed by anybody. So if I love it, I'll tell the subscribers. If I don't, I'll tell the subscribers. And they were absolutely fine with that. When I initially tested it, I had a few issues with it. So I went back to them. It turned out that was me getting it wrong. I want to talk to you about that a little bit later. But rangefinders can be really expensive. Bushnell's got up to £500. At the moment, this is $71.99 on Amazon, and I've got some 15% discount codes coming at the end of the episode if you stay tuned. If you decide after this review, this is something you might want to buy. So let's talk tech. So in the box, you've got the carry case. This is pretty robust, well made there. You've got the clip and the zip. The user manual is really easy to use. This is the magnetic clasp, so I'll show you how that works in a moment. You've got cleaning cloth and the device itself. So this product came out in the summer of 2023. It's got a range of 300 to 800 yards, hence the name. You know, it does have a look, feel of like a Bushnell. I currently use the Bushnell V4 Tour. You know, slightly different, but it is, you know, these are £300, this is 70 quid. One to send, one to receive, that's how they get the distances. But there are some differences to the Bushnell. You've got a slope gauge there, as you can see with the red light. Obviously you can't use slope in a tournament, you've got to have that turned off. And also, whereas my Bushnell takes a battery that you have to change, this has got a USB-C to recharge it, which is good because you don't have to buy batteries, but you've got to remember to charge it. Although I've used quite a few rounds and it's still on full battery, which is pretty good. I think that little flap there might drop off over time, but so far so good. Comes with a hard case, an instruction book, a cleaning cloth, and a magnet strap as well, so you can sort of lock it onto your car. I've tried that, it's really secure. I'll show you some close-ups of those later. But can this really be any good? You know, 70 quid, £300. Do we really need to spend £300 on a rangefinder? The top Bushnell is 500 quid. That's a lot of money. So when you look through the device, it's going to give you a 6 times magnification. You've got a rotary focus there, so if you're long-sighted or short-sighted, it'll take care of that. On top, there are just 2 buttons to control it, an on and off button and a mode button. The on and off button is also the button you press to get a lock on your target for a distance. The mode button switches you between the 5 different modes. So you've got straight line distance, you've got flagpole lock, you've got slope compensation mode, you've got vertical and horizontal distance, and you've also got a speed setting. That's right, a speed setting, you know. So I went on there on the video online to see what they use that for, and there's some guy tracking the speed of a deer running across the course. Not really sure how useful that's going to be on the golf course, if I'm honest. You know, maybe you can track the speed of the group in front, see how slow they're playing or how fast they're playing, I don't know. But I think that's overcomplicating it. I did say at the start of the episode, I had some issues when I first got this. I couldn't get the distances to work, and it turned out I had it on the wrong setting. The difference between that setting and flagpole mode were pretty massive, so you've got to be really careful you don't accidentally nudge that, and when it's in your bag it gets knocked, and you've got to check you're on flagpole lock to make sure you are getting the correct distances. Now I'm going to compare this out here on the course today at Fulford against my Bushnell V4 that I've had for a few years. Of course, that test is then assuming that Bushnell is correct, so to keep me honest, I've also got Zach's Garmin G430 Approach, just to give us some rough distances as well, so we can see how accurate this thing is, because this costs 6 times less than that. That's incredible, 6 times less. You know, if this is any good, why spend 500 quid on one of these when you can get one of these, which comes with a 3-year warranty? Let's give it a go. Just off the back of the third here at Fulford, the greenkeepers have just relayed the tee. It's going to be magnificent next year, so I'm not going to go on there. Testing par 3, this can be 200 plus yards at the start of your round. And what I'm really excited about here is you've got the sun right in our eyes here, very low wintry sun, so it'll be interesting just to see what we can get with the rangefinder and see how good it is in these conditions. So we're here on the third, the Garmin is saying it's 185 to the middle, it's a yellow flag, I think it's probably more around here. Okay, 186, not a massive change. Let's check those out. So with the Bushnell, 189. I didn't get a vibration on that one though. Okay, CIGMAN, switch it on. I'm going to check I'm in flagpole mode, which I am. 192.3, so this goes down to a point of a yard. So that's a few yards different to the Bushnell. Let's just try that one again. 191.4, 411, that's me. 191.6. Struggling to get it with the Bushnell now. That's just coming with a 400 yarder of its own. 189. It's interesting looking through these. The Bushnell is really sort of simple on the graphics. I've got the battery, the flagpole, and my target circle. 189, I got a vibration there. With the CIGMAN, there's quite a lot going on. I've got the flag to the left, that's showing I'm in flagpole mode. It's got the crosshairs like a sniper would have. The battery, it's got a vibration on it, says 191.8. The magnetic cover just goes on with some Velcro. It does cover the mode button, so make sure you've got it set in the right mode. You need to keep that one free, obviously, to get your distances. And then the magnets, just stick it straight onto there. That's pretty secure. No problems with that. The magnificent par 4 fourth hole, 456 yards. Beautiful hole. So 456 to the middle of the green here on the fourth. That is a long way. I mean, in this low wintry sun, are these devices even going to pick up the flag? That's going to be interesting. The Garmin says 484 to the back of the green. It's a white flag. We've got huge long greens here at Fulford, so we have a traffic light system. Red flag at the front, yellow in the middle, white at the back. So this is going to be around that 480 distance. The flag is right off the back today. Let's check out these devices and see what they say. Again, very simple readout there. 501, 498, 497. 497, that's telling me. 514, 498, 500. This picked it up a lot quicker, and it's a hell of a long way down there. Just look. I think the zoom on this is slightly better than the Bushnell. The vibration feels a bit stronger as well. Interesting. So that's just, you know, very, very similar results over a hell of a long distance. What's also impressive with both of those is at the back of the fourth green you've got a lot of trees. So it's not easy. I mean, that's as good as the zoom goes on my iPhone. You know, it would be easy to not get a lock on that flag, and both of them did. I just want to test the rangefinders out now on a slightly larger target. So just over there we've got a waste bin and a ball washer. Bushnell's telling me that the waste bin is 34 yards. I've not moved. In straight line mode, it's telling me 32.4. In flagpole lock, 32.4. So over that distance, there's 1.6 yards difference between these two devices. Now, it does say this is accurate to plus or minus 1 yard, and it's given me the 32.4 as opposed to 34 on there. There's not a lot to call between these, is there? Okay, I'm going to test it out a few more times, and then let's have a chat about the pros and cons about this device. Oh, it's cold today, guys. I hope you're going to smash those likes for me, please, as a little thank you for me coming out in these conditions. But back to business. The CIGMAN CT-800Y. Why would you buy this? Why wouldn't you buy it? Well, let me start with what I didn't like. You know, there's a lot going on in the graphics there, but I'm used to the Bushnell. You know, it's very, very busy. Is that just me being super picky? Possibly. I'm sure you'd probably get used to it. Personally, I'm not a big fan of having to charge it up with USB-C. I think I like the reassurance of a battery in the bag, so if it does run out, I can pop one in. But then my trolley's got a USB port on it. I could just charge it up there and then charge it up really quickly, and you get a green light on there. Some of the guys at the golf club I spoke to really like the idea of a rechargeable one. So again, is that just me? The big issue for me is the mode setting. You know, 5 different modes. I'm not sure it needs all that functionality. could this cheap device be even cheaper, even lower priced, if it didn't have all that tech on it? Do you really need the speed measurement? You know, what's the difference between going in a straight distance mode and flagpole lock mode? I don't really know. You know, it is interesting when you're panning across, you're getting all the intermittent yardages, but again, do you really need that? But that's it. That's all I didn't like about these things. You know, on Amazon, there's 241 reviews for these, because you buy these off Amazon. I'll put the details below and the discount codes below should you decide to buy one for yourself. Of those 241 reviews, it's averaging 4.5 out of 5 stars. And 70% of those reviews are at 5 stars. People are saying it's really user-friendly, it's good value, they're enjoying using it. So that's interesting. But what did I like? Well, it's nice and light, it's crystal clear on the graphics, the rotary zoom is brilliant. You know, it's 1 yard out from a Bushnell, and who's to say that the Bushnell is correct? You know, I wish my Golf was only 1 yard out. It comes with a 3-year warranty, and for some people being able to recharge it, you know, it is a good thing. I mean, I think you should buy one. It's as simple as that. You know, 300 quid, 60, 70 pounds. You know, it is a no-brainer. It's 1 yard difference to the Bushnell. It comes with a nice case, the magnetic strap's really good, it feels good quality, and the 3-year warranty. So if anything goes wrong, you're covered for 3 years. I think it's a no-brainer. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that review. If you did, give us a like. If you really enjoyed it, please tell your friends about the Golf Show and give us a subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the Golf Show. I hope you enjoyed that episode of the Golf Show. To watch another, click here. To subscribe, click here.